What up, Broncos country? Welcome back to the channel. So here with a recap video. Cleveland Browns at the Denver Broncos. Honestly, I thought this game was going to be a lot closer, but I could say that I'm pleased. Broncos went out, got a 29-12 victory, which, by the way, is the first time in NFL history that a game has ended in the final score of 29-12. So made a little history today. Also, before we start this recap, kind of want to clear the air. My last video, so I've been getting a lot of comments of people saying that I look high. Now, I was uploading videos. I had like 5 unboxed videos uploaded. I was super tired that night. It was a long day. And I got to the last video and I fell asleep waiting for it to get done uploading. And then fiance comes in the room and wakes me up. I was asleep for like 20 minutes. And then, yeah, eyes were all bloodshot. I was going to sleep for the night. I was actually going to miss the upload. I was going to upload the next day, which was already late. Guess it didn't matter. And I was like, you know what? I'm half awake. I'm doing the video. I understand where they're coming from, though, but anyway, just want to put that out there. 5 wins in a row. First time Broncos have won 5 games in a row since 2015, Super Bowl season. Doesn't mean they're winning the Super Bowl. Just putting that out there. What else we got in the notes here? Oh, Broncos have 15 takeaways in the last 4 games. There's been no Bronco team that has done this since it happened in 1989. And the Broncos ended up going to the Super Bowl that year. Unfortunately, suffered the worst loss in Super Bowl history that year, the San Francisco 49ers. But, yeah, I mean, these are very encouraging stats. Does not mean they're going to the Super Bowl, though. But, hey, if it does happen, I'm going right back to this right here. All right, before the game started, you had PJ Locke and Pat Surtain wearing free KJack shirts. I definitely want to cop one if one comes available. What else we got here? Garrett Bowles, after the game, went on Twitter. He typed, 5 in a row feels pretty damn good. A great team win. Let's go. Hashtag Broncos country. I love it for guys like that, man. Like him, Simmons, guys that have been with the team for a while and have lost. And, you know, this 5-game win streak, they haven't, you know, felt something like this before. So it's pretty awesome for them. So Denver, early in the year, I mean, this has just been such a crazy turnaround. Like, they gave up 726 yards to the Dolphins and 70 points. During the 5-game win streak, they've only allowed 80 total points at 326 yards total. I mean, just credit to Sean Payton for keeping Vance around. He turned the defense around. You know, they bought in. And I ate crow, which I'm okay with it, man. I'm okay with eating crow. I mean, a lot of us wanted Vance Joseph gone, but, you know, got to give him credit. He's really turned this team around. 6-5 now. Playoffs, it's starting to creep into the picture now. I mean, we could actually start thinking about it. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. Still got a long way to go. We haven't done anything yet. Couple other crazy thing. Only 6 AFC teams have more wins than the Broncos right now. And going back, this team did lose 70-20 to the Dolphins. So, yeah, pretty insane. Well, Russell Wilson. This is the Russell Wilson that we traded for right here, that we have been seeing as of late. Probably not going to win an MVP. But he's been awesome. He's the first quarterback since Peyton Manning to throw 20-plus touchdowns. I mean, he has 20 right now, but he hasn't turned over the ball in forever. I mean, he fumbled today, but I'm talking about, like, interception. Like, he's actually been very accurate with his passes, not taking any risk. And, you know, I'm starting to understand why they got Sean Payton, because he's changed the culture around. His plan promises more wins. Some other notes in this game. I thought P.J. Locke was great with Kareem Jackson being out. I think he could definitely be a starter for this team if they end up moving on from K-Jack. Offensive line, they were awesome today. All right, they only gave up 1 sack. Denver had 169 yards rushing on 39 carries. They averaged 4.3 yards per carry. I mean, they did a heck of a job of protecting Russ. Like I said, they've been playing better and better each and every week. That's why they went out and spent a lot of money on the O-line. But yeah, running backs, they ran pretty vicious in this game. They refused to go down on some of them plays. Like Samaje Perine, this is one of his best games of the season. Devontae Williams, that's just what he does. So it was great to watch. I mean, the Browns definitely had some holes on the run defense. Defense continues doing their thing. I said they needed to turn over the ball, keep doing what you're doing, and sure enough, they did. Now, it's kind of weird because the Browns actually found some things in the running game, I noticed, but they chose not to go with it. They kept passing the ball a lot, it seemed like. But let's see. Another guy in defense, Nick Bonito. He was good. 1.5 sacks, 3 quarterback hits, 2 tackles, 1 solo, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass breakup. So it was good seeing him. I feel like every week one of the young edge rushers on the team has a pretty good game. Gotta give it to Bonito on this one. The red zone, 3rd down for the Broncos, a lot better in this. And Broncos put themselves in the playoff hunt. So, okay, let's recap. So, go with the scoring plays first. Samaje Perine, 3-yard run in the first quarter. 8:14 left. Made it 7-0 Denver. Pretty quiet until the second quarter. Broncos would score again. Russell Wilson with the 2-yard run. He still got some wheels. I was like, okay, Russ, I see you. They were dialing up some plays for Russ to run. He looked pretty good doing it. I thought he was going to take it to the house on that one play where he got to like the 6-yard line or whatever, but he ended up running it in later on anyway. That made it 14-0. That was 11-11 left in the second quarter. Then the Browns get a little momentum, started feeling the switch here. Dustin Hopkins, 36-yard field goal, 5:59 left. Made it 14-3, and then Dustin Hopkins, a 24-yarder, made it 14-6 with 22 seconds till halftime. So it was a 14-6 Broncos lead at half. Third quarter. This is where the refs were like, okay. Broncos started, hitting a little hard, and I've seen it already. I've read the comments on other social media platforms. I see the Browns fans calling us a dirty team, whatever. You play in the AFC North, okay? You should be used to this. I see them Ravens play. I see Pittsburgh play. All right, I don't know why y'all are complaining. This is what happens to you guys. All right? Broncos played a physical game. Y'all don't like it. I don't understand. But they got flagged for it. So, what do you want us to do? But some of them were a little soft. Some of them I thought were clean hits, but it is what it is. It didn't matter in the end. Harrison Bryant, though, 2-yard pass with 6:42 left in the third from DTR. Made it 14-12. They went for 2, threw it to Amari Drop Cooper, and he dropped it in the end zone. Field goal for the Broncos with 1:25 left. Will Lutz 23-yarder, made it 17-12. And then this is where the Broncos just poured it on. Got the ball back. Troutman, 8-yard pass from Russ, 24-12 with 13:29 left in the fourth. Again, just like the Cortland Sutton touchdown in Buffalo, this close to being out of bounds. His knee was literally just before the chalk and had possession of the ball. So another great touchdown right there. Highlight touchdown. They got another field goal with 4:19 left. They took out DTR, Baron Browning. I mean, he went down with his shoulder. I guess they're trying to protect quarterbacks. I mean, it sucks. You don't want to see a guy get hurt, but I mean, I don't think it's a dirty hit, to be honest. It's not like he was going for his head or anything. He literally went shoulder in. It's a football play. Threw the flag. Hopefully the guy's all right. They put in P.J. Walker, who had a pretty rough game. He fumbled. And, yeah, wasn't too good. But 4:19, another 34-yard Lutz field goal, 27-12, and then 2:19 left. Actually, Walker got sacked in the end zone by Zach Allen for the safety. So that was pretty cool seeing a safety. That made 29-12, and then, yeah, that's first time in NFL history there's been a final score of 29-12. Team stats, Cleveland 269 yards total, Denver 294 yards total. Turnovers, Cleveland 3, Denver 1, which was the Russ fumble. First downs, you had 19 for Cleveland, 17 for Denver. Time possession, Denver had 32-48, and Cleveland 27-12. Let's go to the player stats. We'll wrap it up here. DTR was 14 of 29, 134 yards, a touchdown before he got knocked out of the game. P.J. Walker, 6 for 13, 56 yards. Rushing for them, their leading rusher was Jerome Ford, 9 carries, 65 yards. He did have one really good run, which was a 19-yard run. Other than that, you had Kareem Jackson with 22, DTR 21. Njoku, 6 catches, 59 yards, had a decent game. Cedric Tillman, 4 catches, 55 yards. Elijah Moore, 3 catches, 44 yards. Cooper only had 16 yards, man. So I'm surprised by that. They didn't go to him that much. They fumbled a total of 5 times. They lost it 3, and that was all the turnovers that the Broncos were able to accumulate. Sacks, they only got 1 sack, and that was JOK. No interceptions. Go to the Broncos here. Russ, 13 of 22, 134 yards and a touchdown. Very efficient. Javonte Williams, 18 carries, 65 yards. Samaje Perine, 7 carries, 55 yards. Russ carried 11 times for 34 yards. Marvin Mims will carry 11 yards. McLaughlin only had 4 yards, but Court, 3 catches, 61 yards. He had a pretty good game. Other than that, 24 yards or less. It was Mims next. Humphreys, 13. P. Ryan, 11. Judy only had 11. Troutman, 8. Javonte, 6 yards. So, yeah. Surprised that they put up 29 points at those stats. We had 2 fumbles. We lost 1, and they're both by Russ. We had 4 sacks. P.J. Locke with a sack there at the end. You had Josie Jewell with a sack, Nick Bonito with a sack and a half, and then Zach Allen with a half sack. That's about it. So, yeah, it was a great game for Broncos fans. Whoo! Big game next week, though, man. That is going to have huge implications on the playoff race. Head into Houston, who lost on a doinked field goal against Jacksonville. So that's going to do it, man. It's going to wrap up the video. Broncos win 29-12, 5-game win streak. It feels damn good to be even talked about in the playoff race. I mean, we're in the hunt. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. If I forgot anything, I'll type in the comments down below. Stay safe. Be good. Go Broncos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.